Want help to grow your business? Download Bryn, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit bryn.ai or search the App Store today.
Hello and welcome to Google Made Easy. My name is Peter Moriarty and I am super excited to share this week's episode with you. We are going to be covering 5 of my favorite cloud apps which work fantastically with the Google Apps for Work ecosystem. So what does that mean? Now, not all of these are Google apps. Some of these are made by completely different companies, not at all affiliated with Google Apps, but they do integrate nicely together with the Google Apps ecosystem. So all of these apps are going to support you working in the cloud and you having a flexible lifestyle and flexible business. So let's get into what we're going to be covering this week. We've got 5 apps and they are all going to be super fantastic. So as always, 2 quick things. If you're following along from home, we're going to get super practical in this session. So make sure that you've got your computer ready and you're ready to follow along and implement as we go, or you've at least got pen and paper ready to take some notes. Number 2, make sure you're continuing the conversation on social media. So on Facebook, Twitter, wherever you are on social, make sure you're chatting and saying hello. I'm definitely on there and I jump on the hashtags Google Made Easy and Business Blueprint. So make sure you shout out. If you want to connect with me, all my social profiles are on businessblueprint.com/experts. So what are we going to be covering in this week's episode? Well, first up, we're going to go through how to keep you and your team organized with an app called Asana. Now, this is a fantastic shared collaborative to-do app. And what this is really great for is helping you keep your office tasks coordinated, including all of your management tasks, your strategy tasks, all that kind of stuff. Asana is absolutely fantastic for it. Next up, we're going to go through how to remember everything with Google Keep. Google Keep is a reminders app. It's actually one of the Google apps. You may not have heard of it. It's one of Google's new ones that have been developing along in the background. So you're going to be hopefully one of the first people to get access to it and start using it. Next up, we'll go through how to create beautiful flowcharts and diagrams using Lucidchart. Now, Lucidchart is what we use for online diagrams, flowcharts, presentations, and it integrates beautifully with Google Drive. Great little app there. We're going to show you how to get that going. Next, how to sign documents online with HelloSign. So if anyone has ever sent you a PDF document and you want to be able to sign that document, send it back to them right from your email without having to print it and scan it and go through all the rigmarole that normally takes to get documents signed, then HelloSign is going to be great for you. And finally, we will go through how to securely save and share your passwords for yourself and for your team using an app called LastPass. All great apps work in the cloud and all work really well with a company running Google for Business. So let's get started. Now, with our first app, we're going to talk about keeping your team organized with Asana. Now, this is one of my favorite apps because what Asana is great for is keeping your inter-office tasks managed. If you've ever delegated a task to a member of staff, maybe you did it via email, maybe you did it just by yelling across the room, well, assigning a task to someone sometimes ends up you saying, have you done it yet? 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 Kind of waiting to find out, well, has this task done? When has it been done? And by who? So Asana is a great shared collaborative task app which allows you to collaborate on tasks together. And what this allows you to do is get more work done with your team. Now, it's got a great integration with Google Apps, and we're going to show you how that works as well. So let's dive into Asana and get you started with that. Now, one of the best things about Asana is it's currently free for up to 15 people within your organization to use the app. So if you're a business with 15 employees or less, that means that you can jump straight into Asana and use it absolutely free. There's some premium features which you might be interested in upgrading to, and hopefully you do. But the best part of Asana is being able to start for absolutely nothing and getting it going in your business. Let's have a look at exactly what it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and open up Asana. So you can access Asana at asana.com. And one of the integrations with Google Apps means that I don't actually have to sign into the app with a username and password. I just use my Google address, and you'll see here that I've even got my little Google picture that's come across here. What that means is that automatically all of my tasks come straight through into my Google account without having to sign into a separate Asana account. Now that's called single sign-on using your Google identity. And many of the apps that I'm going to show you today will allow you to sign on with your Google identity. Now, if you think about in the old days when we had servers and networks and Microsoft technology managing the authentication of our business, we often found that we had to remember multiple passwords for everything because single sign-on is pretty difficult to implement in a small business using servers and networks and traditional old school IT infrastructure, we like to call it. However, with cloud software, most cloud applications will allow you to set up single sign-on using your Google identity. And this is really important for the apps that we're using because it means that with one login, your staff can access all of the apps that they need to in the business just with their Google account as their identity, without having to remember a million passwords and keeping all of them safely secured because they're secured by the Google account. So let's get a bit more into the nitty-gritty of Asana and how that works. So you'll see here, I'm in my Tasks menu currently, and I can see all the tasks that are assigned to me. Now, I can add my own tasks to this menu, and I can use this as a day-to-day to-do list. But where the real power of Asana comes in is where I can also share tasks with other team members as well. So Asana allows me to create projects, and those projects are effectively shared task lists, which I can then use to share with the other members of my team. So if you have a look along the left-hand column here, you can see that we have our different projects for different members of different teams. So we have our management team here, which have a certain set of projects, and then we have Team Genius, which has everybody in the company, and they're all able to access a different set of projects as well. So with these two different teams, we can add tasks and different levels of permissions for the different people in the team to access. Let's go ahead and open up our marketing and sales project and have a look at what projects and tasks we have in here. So you can see that there's a number of different people working in this project. Let's zoom in a little bit so you can see everyone. We have Andra, who's our content manager. She happens to be in Canada. She's working away on some video editing, ebook redesign, and a few other tasks there. We have Chi, who's one of our team members based in the Philippines. He's working on some sales calls, and then I've got some tasks that are assigned to myself as well. So you can see here that we've got multiple menus, and we've even got sub-menus and collections of tasks like blog posts and different campaigns that we're launching, and these allow us to easily organize our tasks between our team members. Now, as you can see here, each task can either remain unassigned or we can assign it to an individual member of staff to make sure that they know that this is a task that they need to get done. We can also add things like deadlines to tasks and even have tasks repeat at a certain amount of time. So if you've got a task in the finance area of your business to pay payroll on Friday afternoon, you can set that as a repeating task to automatically be recreated each week that the task needs to be completed. Now, we love Asana because it helps keep our team connected and together, so I always know what tasks are being done and I know in what order they're being done and when they've actually been marked off. One of the best things about Asana is as soon as I delegate a task to one of my team members, when that team member marks off that task as completed, I'll receive a push notification to my mobile, which will let me know whether I'm on Android or an Apple iOS device that the task has been completed, or if somebody adds a comment, I'll also receive a notification of that comment as well. That means that I'm never left in the dark about whether or not tasks are being done and whether or not anyone is maybe stuck and they can't complete a task and they need to give me an update as to why. Now, this is great not only for me, but also for my team members to share tasks with each other. Anyone who assigns a task to somebody else in the business automatically becomes a follower of that task. And think about the tasks like Facebook status updates. One person comments and a couple of extra people comment, and everybody becomes a follower of that update. You can do the same kind of things with tasks right inside of Asana. And what that means is everybody is kept in the loop with exactly what's happening by getting push notifications to their mobile, and they'll also, if their preferences so dictate, receive an email notification to their inbox as well. So that's a great way of keeping your team up to speed on exactly what's happening in the business. So let's take a look at one of our tasks here and see the flow of comments and back and forward with each one of those tasks. So I'm going to go ahead and let's look into some of Chi's tasks, and let's have a look at some of the tasks that Chi is assigned to. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click onto Chi's profile, and then let's take a look at some of the tasks that he's been working on. Now, I want to have a look at one of the support matrices that she has been working on so I can show you what our stories look like. Now, I can't see it in the list of tasks for him right now. Let's go ahead and search for support matrix and see if we can find this task by using search. Here we go. It looks like this one's recently been completed. Okay, so let's go ahead and open up this task. Now you can see there's a number of subtasks that are included in this task here. You can see who it's assigned to, when it's due, and you can see that it's actually been marked as completed. Now, if I view the comments underneath this task, you can see that's where it starts to look like a Facebook story. We've got a couple of comments from myself, we've got some from Chi, and then the task was actually marked recently as completed. Now, I can go and reply to any of these updates, and that will alert anybody who's a follower on this particular task. So you can see Hardy and Chi are both followers. They'll receive an update to both their mobile devices and to their emails to let them know that I've updated the task. So that's how we can all keep organized and work together on the same kind of tasks. So how do I create tasks and how do I assign them to other members of staff? Let's go through creating tasks in Asana, and then I want to show you something a little bit more advanced on how you can get tasks from your email account straight into Asana as well. So let's jump into creating a fresh task right from within Asana. Now, let's say, for example, we're in one of our projects. I'm going to go ahead and open up our attraction project, which we use for outbound marketing strategies. And all I need to do is click the return button, and it's actually going to create a new task area for me. Now, any new task that I create, I can just hit return again, which is going to create a new task for me below it. Now, once we've created the task, we come over to the right-hand panel and we can assign an owner to that task. So that's the person that's responsible for getting the task completed. For now, I'm going to put myself on there and I'm going to set a due date in a week's time. So let's make the due date this Friday. Now, you notice here that every change we make to the task is automatically added to the audit trail. So you've got a full list of all the changes that have been made to this task, and you can see whether yourself or any of your staff have made updates, have assigned it, have unassigned it, or have changed anything with the task, so you can see exactly what happened, when, and by who, which is great. Now, let's say, for example, this is a task that needs to repeat each week. So maybe it's process payroll. Okay, so let's set this task to repeat. First, we'll go to our task due date on Friday, and then we can actually set this task to repeat right from our due date. So I'm going to say, I want to repeat this weekly, and I want it to be repeated every 1 week on Friday. I just click the OK button, and that's going to repeat the task. As you can see, there's a little couple little arrows there. That means that the task is going to automatically repeat each week. So each time I tick off this task, you can see it's currently due Friday. When I tick that task off, a new task is going to be generated, and that's automatically going to be regenerated to come around for the next Friday, due after it's been completed. So this is how we create recurring tasks for our team from right in Asana. But what if we want to get a bit more advanced and get these tasks into Asana much easier? Now, Asana is obviously really easy to get tasks assigned to somebody else, have your team complete them, and for you to get feedback and information when tasks are being completed. But we need to make sure that it's easy to actually get these tasks into Asana so we know that the team is being coordinated properly. Let's take a look at some of the other methods for creating tasks. Okay, so you'll notice here that in my Google Chrome, I actually have an Asana extension. So you can see the little extension there, which is alongside all of my other Chrome extensions here. And I can click on the Asana button, and that's going to pop up and allow me to create a task straight from whatever web page I'm currently visiting. So let's say, for example, I've got let's open up maybe a website, and let's say, for example, I see a new piece of technology that I like on the internet, and I'd like our team to do a write-up about it on a blog. Now, you can see here we've got a blog on Microsoft Surface Book, and all the different merits of that, and maybe we want to do a bit of a write-up, so I want to send this over to my content manager to take a look at. So what I'm going to do is right from Chrome, I'm just going to click onto the Asana button, which is going to open up the task, and you'll notice here that there's a small little button with the TechCrunch logo, and that's going to insert the link to the website right into the task for me. So what that means is the task information is right here, into the actual task. Now, I can choose to assign that to somebody else. I'm going to assign that to Andrea, who's our content manager. And with one button, I can click Add to Asana, and that's going to add the task right into our Asana app and assign it to Andrea. Now, she's going to get a note.
To continue enjoying this presentation, download Bryn, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit bryn.ai or search the App Store today.